So the next category we want to talk to you guys about is a category that's constantly evolving because it has to. And this is a category where we have seen folks that have invested time to become true experts. They were able to shift spend everywhere else. It's a category that's continuously, even now, it's been around for a while, but it's more intimidating than any other categories because there's so many technical terms and features. So technology, obviously, when you get to become an expert here and when your customer looks at you as the expert here, selling a 600D bag or a copper insulated mug becomes a much easier message. We see it on our end. Do you guys agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. And tell me a little bit about your technology business.
It's probably the most popular category still, forever
Really?
changing, forever growing. Kind of like you said, if you're not an expert and you can't speak to it, it is very difficult to sell.
Okay, so in your programs, it's trending well and it resonates?
Yeah.
So what type of product resonates well in programs?
I would say power banks and the speakers
Yeah,
are probably
Bluetooth.
two of
Cool.
the biggest categories.
Earbuds.
Earbuds, yeah.
Okay, very cool. So for us, we're right on trend with you guys, which is really exciting to hear because that's why I asked the questions. And by the way, who's your go-to here? Because I know there's a lot of folks that have gotten or are getting into technology. So who are your guys' main go-to suppliers? Org Audio? Now you get a speaker after this presentation.
I go to you guys for technology. Not all of my technology, but I definitely, you're top three for me, top of mind.
Okay. And Org Audio, we hear that one a lot. They came in and did a wonderful job messaging and the product offering's great, but what is the why when you think of Org Audio? Why?
Good question.
They have audio in the name of in their name.
Yeah.
Minimums too.
Small minimums, okay.
I think for me, that's what they are. They're technology.
Sure.
So where you guys are a breadth of product,
Sure.
they started as technology, so
Yep.
that's what I knew them as first. And now they've evolved to bags and other items, but their core product line is the technology.
Absolutely, yeah. And I should give you $20 because that's a perfect setup to what I'm very passionate about speaking to. And there's so many companies that do position themselves as experts, and this is all they do. They're Org Audio. Audio is in the name of their company, right? So when you think of leads, you think of so many things. But what I adore about PCNA and leads and Bullet is the fact that we treat every category as if it was its own company, right? So the technology category has a team of people, designers included, product managers, that just work on technology and nothing else. And let me give you some pretty amazing, this was an aha moment when I got to see these. It's PCNA versus Org Audio, just some statistics. In terms of the product offering, Bluetooth audio, PCNA has 60 options, Org Audio has 17. 60 at PCNA. Exclusive designs, why is that important? Because your customers are less likely to see the same thing over and over and over again. PCNA has 28 items, Org Audio has 13. Digital imprint decoration, we offered on 30 items, Org Audio offers it on 17, which that was their huge thing, is the decoration, right? So that was a big wow for me. Branded products, so retail brands, we offer 21 options, they offer 0. Retail packaging, another thing that they're so great at, we offer 30, they offer 17. And new audio introductions, now this was last launch, so we're gonna update this and give you guys more relevant numbers, but We introduced 12 new items, they introduced 2. So from a supplier who just focuses on audio, we launched 6 times more items than they did in audio space only, okay? And then production lead time, we have SureShip, and they have a 5-day production time. So I will fully go up against Org Audio and say that we are the go-to when it comes to technology. And I hope you guys can see that too. So a few things in technology that is resonating for us, because obviously it's resonating in the marketplace and in retail, because really that's what's driving technology is retail. It's wireless charging. So power banks, when power banks first launched, I remember we came out with 2 options. There were these bulky MiFi chargers from Zoom. And then from there, it just became a wave that we rode for a long time. And then there was a huge slowdown because everybody had chargers. Now what's driving it is 2 things really. It's cables and it's wireless charging. And we actually have options that can do both. They wireless pads, which we'll talk about, and wireless power banks, okay? Smart home has been a huge trend. Do you guys see that in your programs too? Awesome. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And audio, obviously. So why PCNA? We talked about the importance of having exclusive designs. The huge why, in my opinion, is we're first to market with a lot of stuff. And I don't just mean first to market compared to competition. We are starting to be first to market ahead of retail. So the AirPods, PCNA launched a version at a $40 price point that wirelessly charged before Apple. Did you know that?
We learned yesterday, but yes, it's amazing.
I know. So that was, again, an aha moment for me that when you can say that I launched this ahead of Apple, that's a big deal. Compliance, because if you plug your precious phone into something that makes it blow up, that's just not gonna look good. Right. So we go to extreme when it comes to testing and bringing in product. And we actually, there's been many times that product that we come out with that doesn't go through or pass certain testing and we pull it knowing that it would have been a great seller. It's just not worth it. Okay. Some of the trends, we talked about smart home, light up logos. Anything with a light up logo has really stood out for customers, and that's continuing to trend really well for us. So keep those things in mind. For those opportunities that maybe we haven't been thought of, we'll discuss those in one-on-ones, but I want you guys to write down the samples that resonate well with you, and then we'll get them in front of your customers, okay? So a few new pieces at Bullet. So you have to have those strong price points under $5. You mentioned earbuds. What I love about these is it has the multi-tip. Okay, so it will work with the Apple, it'll work with the Androids. If they don't have the auxiliary plug-in, those will work great. Those are $498 on an R. The stick and flip kickstand. So this is an option because we're not allowed to have the pop socket, which continues to trend really well.
Yes, it does, but that probably holds.
But this piece, so this piece is great. Functions really similar to that, but it also functions as a stand. Okay. Now, if you really want to stand out, we have the silicone earphone strap. That's magnetic. I don't know. I don't like this item, but I'm going for it anyways.
Isn't that for?
I think it's for AirPods. It is. So if you, do you like this?
I mean, if you're gonna buy wireless earphones, I don't know why you want.
I don't get what it is.
There are times when
Like maybe if you're
Like on a
running
conference call, or if you're working out.
Yeah.
Okay, so what What is trending well in there? Head air, oh my God.
In the head
I
area.
need to, yeah, in the head air. What's trending well in retail right now is AirPods. AirPods are selling like crazy. They own the marketplace. So we are starting to launch a lot of accessories for those, especially at Bullet. So you'll see an AirPod silicone case that you guys will be able to brand with your customer's logo. You'll also have an earphone strap. It's magnetic, so for things like taking, sitting on a conference call, and if you need a break in between, or even if you're at the gym and you just need them to hang down, this is under $2 price point. They will come in this plastic case with a keychain. Okay. So from the charging perspective, we have a ton of cable options. This is our newest one. And what I like is we launch them with different tips. So it doesn't matter which device you have. If you have multiple devices, you can charge them at one time. That's what I do, especially before my trips. I'll charge my charger, I'll charge my headphones, and my MiFi all at once. We're also launching cables that are very long. So you can walk around if you're charging your phone while you're on a conference call. For me, I like a long cord by my bed when I'm charging it at night, as well as having an option to organize it if you're taking it with you to travel, or if you don't need that much cord, you can make it shorter if needed. And this is going to come in a few different colors. Who knows the difference between a wireless charging pad and a wireless charging bank?
One you have to plug in, one you don't.
Exactly. Yeah, one has a lithium-ion battery, which is the power bank, and doesn't need to be plugged in. The other one does have to be plugged in. Now, the advantage here is if you have customers that need special testing for the lithium-ion battery, they won't need it for the pad. Okay. So this is a new piece for this launch. And by the way, we have launched pads into stationery. We have them in desktop items. And one thing that I also forgot to mention in the beginning that I'll mention now is you don't see a ton of product here because we launch technology every single month because we have to. So I'm sure Mary's coming in constantly with new products. So this is just, I want to make sure to show you stuff that's most relevant and the newest. So this is a little pad that's a stand. I love the logo on here. You have a large imprint area. And we're also bringing in desktop options. I'm really excited about this piece. We used to have a product that was, I believe it was called iDapt. Do you guys remember that piece? Docking station, and it had interchangeable tips. It was bulky. I had it for years on my desk. This piece includes a wireless charging pad, and then it has different tips, so you can charge different devices all at one time.
And do you know what the price point is on that one?
It is $34.98 on an R,
Oh, cool. I like it.
which I don't know if that's real or not.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to check on that.
Okay.
But I know it will also come in different size options as well. Okay, now I'm really going to put you guys to the test with audio. So audio, actually, I'm not going to put you to the test just yet. Okay, so speakers. Speakers have been trending really well for us, especially the Bluetooth speakers. We have them starting at $5 and we have them going up to well over $100. Bluetooth obviously is where the trend is. The light up logo I mentioned earlier. Here is a piece that we just launched. One thing that I do want to bring attention to is not just the product, but the packaging. We have done a really good job of developing retail-looking packaging. So when your customer gets the product, it looks like it came straight from retail. We develop product in the factories that some of the retail brands develop product. You're just not paying the price point. But they don't know that. It's the perceived value, right? So this is the light up logo speaker. And you can see the logo can either change colors can be one color. I think I plugged my phone into this. It's got great sound. Great desktop piece. And High Sierra. So brands is what we're also focusing on for this launch, as well as just in the technology category. The High Sierra outdoor speakers, so this is dust resistant, it's wind resistant. Wind resistant? Sure. But also the packaging is fantastic. Okay. This looks like, what's the retail?
With the ICANN or something?
Huh?
JBL.
JBL. So the JBL speakers in retail, this is what we modeled this one after, from the success of them in retail, obviously, so you guys can have an option to offer to your customers with the industry. But the packaging is stunning. Moving into speakers and smart home. So smart home, you guys said it's trending pretty well for you. It's trending really well for us. And one thing that I do want to mention is we, PCNA, partners with brands like True Amazon Alexa. I know there's others out there that partner with like nobody but claim it's somebody. But it's important because when your customers spend the amount of money that they are spending on this product, it has to be relevant to what's in retail. So this is True Alexa product. Now, who can tell me the difference between far field and push to talk?
I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, so far field technology is like your True Alexa that is creepy and listens all the time. So all you have to do, and I'm sorry I don't have this one plugged in because it has to be connected to the internet. All you have to do is say, "Hey Alexa," and it'll pick that up and you can give it commands. Push to talk is less creepy, and I'm not sure if this is gonna work for me right now. But this is what, it doesn't listen all the time. It has to be connected to your phone only, but you have to press the button to give it direction.
Welcome back.
And it's very polite. So, here we go. Alexa, what's the weather?
In Chesterfield, there's a flood warning in effect until Wednesday, June 26th, 10:25 a.m.
Good thing I'm
the
here till
current weather
Thursday.
is 82 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can look for mostly sunny weather with a high of 89 degrees.
So, that is the main difference. This is a piece that is an outdoor speaker, so you can also, so this is, again, dust resistant, it's weather resistant, it has water resistancy at a lower price point because of the functionality. But for those customers that are concerned about Alexa always listening, that's a really good option to show.
So this is actually the Alexa brand?
It is the Alexa brand.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. It's the internal technology that we partner with.
Okay.
That's the Alexa, True Amazon Alexa.
Okay.
Now, smart plugs, I don't have any here, unfortunately, to show you guys, but that is a really good way to turn any product that you have in your home into a smart product and not have to spend a ton of money on it. So things like pots or lights or hair straighteners, all you have to do is download an app and you can control those items from your smart plugs. And we have a ton of different options. We did launch some outdoor options too, so for patios and things like that. So you'll be able to offer that in your programs as well. Okay. Now, for some, what we call general technology, but I think it's great gifting pieces, again, because 'tis the season. We did just launch a mini vacuum cleaner for your desk to be able to clean the keyboard. Huh?
It's like a little mini Roomba.
That's right. You do have to move it around.
Oh, it does work.
It does work. $11.98 on an R has a great imprint area and a great promo gift
It's
item
just fun.
for when someone wants something fun.
Right. I can't find anything to scoop up.
And because everybody is into health and fitness, we came out with a smart Bluetooth body scale, under $50 price point, awesome piece for the holiday gift season, I think, especially for those customers that are getting into the health and wellness and are launching programs. This is a great gift. If there's contests around weight, losing weight, I know our company does something like that. That's a great piece to showcase. And so once you connect it, I believe it tells you the body fat percentage that you have when you step on it, the weight, it also tracks it. So if you have, you can set goals and you can track goals that way as
So
well.
it's gonna talk to you?
It's through your app.
Oh,
Yep. So
okay.
every time you log in, you can see what the last time you stepped on it, what you weighed, and you can track it that way.
I just don't want it announcing my weight
No,
to the whole household.
Now, make sure Alexa's not next to it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, we haven't gotten that to that level yet. So those are some highlights. Like I said, we launch technology every single month. So I encourage you guys to obviously stay on top of it on our website, but Mary also will make sure to bring you options there as well. What do you think?
I think there's some great options
Yeah.
for holiday gifting.
Awesome.
I like the range of price points too, from the silicone earpod holder to, you know, higher end.
Awesome. Yeah, and this isn't just, we're not even scratching the surface with the amount of options that we have. So when we meet one-on-one, we're going to talk about opportunities that we have and then get virtuals and samples in front of you guys. Cool. By the way, shame on me, SureShip. It doesn't matter what item we looked at today, whether it's $100 or 50 cents, it ships the next day. So again, if we're talking about programs, what a great, easy message for you to have to communicate to the client. You don't have to worry about this piece shipping tomorrow, this one in 5 days. It can all ship in a day. So, okay, thanks guys.
Thank you.
It's your first time.
I know.
It went fine.
Okay,
It went long.
it was?
It went